The wise men were extraordinary individuals, known for their wisdom and deep understanding of the world around them. They were learned scholars and astronomers, dedicating their lives to the pursuit of knowledge and the mysteries of the heavens. These men were likely from Persia or Babylon, lands far to the east of Bethlehem, known for their rich history and culture. Ancient traditions called them magi, a term that signifies their esteemed position in society. We call them wise men, a title that reflects their profound insight and understanding. They dedicated their lives to studying the stars, believing that the heavens held secrets and signs of great events. One night, something miraculous appeared in the sky, a new star that shone with an extraordinary light. The wise men had never seen a star quite like this one before. Its brilliance was unlike anything they had ever observed. It shone with an unusual brilliance, captivating their attention and sparking their curiosity. According to their understanding, this star signaled the birth of a great king, a ruler destined for greatness. This king would be very special, one who would change the course of history. He would be born in Judea, a land far from their own. But they were determined to find him. The wise men felt a powerful calling, an inner drive that compelled them to embark on this journey. They knew they had to find this newborn king and worship him, for he was destined to be a ruler like no other. The wise men had great faith. They were scholars and seekers of truth, always looking for signs and wonders in the heavens. They placed their trust in the star. This celestial beacon was unlike any other they had seen, and they believed it heralded a momentous event. They gathered their most precious possessions to give as gifts. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh were chosen, each with deep symbolic meaning and great value. Then they began their long and arduous journey. They knew the path would be fraught with challenges, but their resolve was unwavering. The journey would take many months. They traveled through scorching days and freezing nights, driven by their mission. The wise men traveled on camels across vast deserts. The endless sands stretched before them, but they pressed on, guided by the star. They followed the star, which seemed to move ahead of them, guiding their way. It was a constant companion in the night sky. The star led them westward. Each night it shone brightly, a beacon of hope and direction. The wise men were filled with anticipation. They felt a sense of destiny, knowing they were part of something greater than themselves. They wondered what they would find when they reached their destination. Would it be a king, a prophet, or something even more profound? They knew that their journey was not in vain. Every step brought them closer to the revelation they sought. They believed that they were meant to witness something extraordinary. Their faith and perseverance would soon be rewarded with a sight that would change the world forever. The wise men brought 3 very special gifts. They chose these gifts carefully. Each gift carried deep symbolic meaning. The first gift was gold. Gold is a precious metal. It represents royalty and kingship. The wise men recognized Jesus as the true king. The second gift was frankincense. Frankincense is an aromatic resin. It was often used in religious ceremonies. It represents Jesus' divine nature as the Son of God. The third gift was myrrh. Myrrh is a perfume. It was used to anoint bodies for burial. It represents Jesus' future sacrifice as the Savior of mankind. Section 4. A time of uncertainty and hope. The wise men lived during a time of great change and uncertainty. The Roman Empire ruled over Judea. The Jewish people longed for a Messiah. They hoped for a leader who would free them from oppression. The birth of Jesus was a sign of hope. He was the promised Messiah. The wise men's journey showed that Jesus' birth was significant not just for the Jewish people, but for all nations. Section 5, a lasting impact. This section delves into the profound significance of the wise men's journey and their visit to the newborn Jesus. The wise men's visit is an important part of the nativity story. They traveled from distant lands guided by a star to honor the birth of Jesus. Their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh remind us of Jesus' identity as king, priest, and savior. Each gift held deep symbolic meaning. The star that guided them was a sign of divine intervention, pointing to Jesus as the Son of God and Savior of the world. Their journey from the east shows that Jesus came to save all people, regardless of their background or origin. It was a journey of faith and determination. Their story teaches us to seek Jesus with open hearts and minds, to follow the light that leads us to truth and salvation. We can follow the example of the wise men. We can worship Jesus with reverence and humility, acknowledging his divine nature. We can share his love with others, spreading kindness and compassion in our daily lives. This is how we honor his legacy. The journey of the wise men continues to inspire us today. Their dedication and faith are timeless examples of devotion and love. It reminds us that Jesus' birth was a beacon of hope, a light in the darkness that continues to shine brightly. His birth changed the world forever, leaving a lasting impact on history, culture, and the hearts of people everywhere.